I'm so proud to be here today. So proud to sign a package of transformative bills.
You know, the decision by a small minority here in Illinois to, they couldn't win in the legislature, they couldn't win at the ballot box, and so they're trying to win in court.
No longer will an 18-year-old be able to purchase a semi-automatic weapon. We're requiring a permit to purchase that and raising the age to 21.
The position we're in today, where we have to remove the word may and insert the word shall. Shall provide this right.
I believe that this is the year, this upcoming session, is the year we will limit high-capacity magazines in Washington state.
I call again on the legislature to pass our Gun Safety 3.0.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So today we're going to be talking about why there is such a big push for gun control across the country since the Supreme Court came out with its Bruen decision. It might not be what you think. Share this video because there's people out there that are getting a little bit worried, but they need to understand what's really going on. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So I'm sure by now you've all seen it. New gun control being enacted in states across the country. Executive orders by the president, all of which are infringing on our Second Amendment rights, and it's got some people worried because they thought post-Bruen things were going to get better, and I can guarantee you that they are. This is not what it seems. What it seems like is that the left is winning. They're able to pass all of these new laws in different states, and all these different things are happening that make it seem like it's really bad. But what's really happening here is they are afraid. They are scared because they know that the Bruen decision, along with Heller and McDonald, are going to see some massive changes to the gun control that they want to stick. What happens when you put a wild animal, back them into a corner? Well, that animal that might be backing up into that corner is going to pounce, and that's what's happening here. The left has been pushed into a corner where they feel like they're losing ground, like they don't have control anymore, not the control that they like. They saw the Bruen decision, they know what it means, and they know that they are going to be losing in court. So what do? They try and implement everything that they want as fast as possible. And why is that? They know that it's going to stick at least for a little bit. They know that what they're doing is not going to hold up in court. It's not going to hold up to text. It's not going to hold up to history. It's not going to hold up to tradition. It will be overturned. So they want to be able to be the one that does something now before it eventually gets overturned, and they can't use that as a card to stand on. They're not going to be able to use that as their platform in the future. So they can say, at least for now, that they did something. Because again, they're just trying to lash out and get whatever they can done because they know soon the tide is going to change. Once we get the first big decision post-Bruen, based on that text, history, and tradition, they're all going to be out of luck. And I think that they all know that, and that's why they're scrambling. Now, I think the first two big wins that we're going to see are going to come from Miller v. Bonta and Duncan v. Bonta out of the state of California, where they have had a stronghold for decades. We're going to see some major upheavals in that state that are going to have an effect, a rippling effect across this country. Some of them might just stay at the circuit court level. Some of them might go all the way up to the Supreme Court. But based on what we've seen from the Supreme Court, it looks like this is going to be in our favor. Now, if all of these things start to get overturned and they get pushed further and further into a corner, they're going to find more creative ways. But each one of those creative ways is going to be met by the Second Amendment. It's going to be met by the Constitution, text, history, and tradition. So the irony here is that the state that's touted happily for decades that it has the strongest laws in the entire country might be the state that undoes it all. And it's going to be something to watch, I can tell you that. So while it might seem like we are fighting a losing battle with states implementing different things across this country, keep in mind that we have the end game on our side. They might have the quick win, they might have the short-term win, but we have the long-term win to look out for. So the message I'm really trying to convey here today is one of hope and optimism. Optimism that we will see a lot of these laws overturned. Again, there's some pretty major cases that challenge just about everything already working their way through the court system. And so all we have to do is we have to watch those, pay close attention to those, and see how they are decided. I think that we have some pretty major wins coming up in our future very soon. I think a lot of these governors and everybody else sees it coming too, and that's why you're seeing the reaction that we're seeing. So we'll pay attention to them. I'll let you know when decisions come down, and when we have all the latest updates, just make sure you're subscribed. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day.